Tintagel.
Which is?
Well, it's a spot of a medieval castle ruin.
King Arthur!
Which is related to the legend of King Arthur.
And the sword in the stone.
So year 7s and year 8s, we're heading up to Tintagel Castle, a medieval castle which they think is built around the 1230s.
Hey Dad.
So pretty excited about this one. Special shout out to Emma, who's the only one that paid attention when I showed the documentary. Well done, Emma. So as you can see, we were pretty lucky to get a really nice sunny day for this walk that we were doing on this day. Recently, this bridge was opened. It's a brand new multi-million-dollar bridge, I believe, that crosses the Atlantic Sea. And this isn't that far from the entrance gate to Tintagel, and you can already see that the views are pretty spectacular, and we haven't even walked up to the top of the hill yet. The castle right now. Below us you can see the remains of what was their little village. Trevenna.
The hillside village. You can see the outlines of the walls.
What a place to live.
Yeah.
Still got a little while to go.
Settlement, so it would have predated the castle. And that's an oven used for cooking, they said, for drying out cereals.
I want to get toasted. Can I
So it's
please
an
see the
oven.
Where's Wally picture, Mom?
So this is Dark Ages settlement.
So the link between Tintagel and King Arthur is a tenuous one. Geoffrey of Monmouth, who was a historian of the Middle Ages, supposedly stated that this place was where the historical King Arthur came from, and the then Duke of Cornwall in the 1200s decided to build a castle here and capitalise on that legend.
So I had to get rid of the sound on this bit of footage because there was a couple of British people that just yabbered all the way through it. But this is just an example of how they actually got water, or accessed water, right up at the top of this cliff. And of course they built a well, and it says there, you might be able to see on the sign, that it's 5.5 meters deep. Not used today, but obviously they would need fresh water way up there. Trying to make our way down to Merlin's Cave. Watch where I think. So what we found out once we walked a little bit further was that obviously Merlin's Cave floods at high tide, and it's only accessible during low tide. So once we had finished having a look down at that particular area, we made our way back up the massive hill to end our day. I think the tour, it's self-guided tour, but I think it took us most of the day to do. I think we spent maybe 3 or 4 hours exploring Tintagel. I don't know what it would be like when the weather was awful. Probably the conditions are not flash when it's raining and windy up there on top of that hill. But we were really lucky to have beautiful weather, and most of the time we ended up in t-shirts. We got quite hot walking, and it was really a wonderful experience and highlight of our time in England.